The main thing I want from everyone is to become so confident they can choose to walk away. And you're going to have to build the confidence. Like, I'm not good on computers, so I have to do computers more to get confident at. So that's all it is. You come to the classes, you'll build your confidence. The techniques are easy, and that's the whole point. But I could show them a kick, but it's going to take them quite a while to practice to get a good kick. I got bullied quite bad from about, I think I was about 10, 11. And obviously because I had no one there to tell, or I didn't want to tell, because I didn't want to distress them, it was quite hard on me. So I did martial arts in the beginning as it was just fun, and then later on I did it because I probably wanted to stand up for myself. Yeah, you're lowering yourself a bit, rather than lower, then back me. So get high with his hand. So there's a lot of people out there who don't feel like they've got someone to speak to, and often when we're younger it's just you're lost and you don't know why, but when you're older your ego and things get involved. So I'm pulling them on, I'm here and there, and then I put it in that way. Maybe 10 to 14. This guy would come around every summer, so I got an aversion to the sun, which basically meant every time summer came I would just go into panic mode because I know he was coming. I started getting depressed and within myself. Saying this because I want people to understand your story may be a lot worse than mine, but I can kind of understand. So then, anyway, I got through that process, but you hold all that. Then I started doing martial arts, and without realising, I started boxing probably 14 or 15. So then I got into Thai boxing, went back to boxing, got into some MMA, started teaching Thai boxing for a while, teaching MMA. Along the journey I learnt Wing Chun, and I tried quite a few different arts. Some wrestling, some judo, some jiu-jitsu. Hit me with this hand, and I'm stopping this leg, and I have it up. Down the line I started teaching MMA, started getting known for fighting and training a lot, so that's when I started to get asked to do security jobs and different stuff. I'm blessed, I work for the UFC, so I work with the best fighters in the world, so I can see what's changing all the time. Same thing, people always ask me about my other work, because I head some of the security things within like the London Marathon and the Olympics and stuff. Stand with his head, meaning you go. The guy who invented Krav Maga, Emil Lichtenfeld, was, a lot of people don't know, he was Bratislavian wrestling champion and boxing champion. So without realising, he was the original MMA guy. Where the Jews were being persecuted back in Bratislavia, he formed like a vigilante group and stood up for that. Now, obviously I'm not Jewish, I've got no ties in that. I do Krav because I think there's great stuff there that I can utilise. I taught Thai boxing for a long time, I'm not Thai other, so it's not that I'm drawn to any religion or anything like that. Push on the leg, and now put it on for me. When you're ready. George, stop messing about, I'm doing a seminar. I'm serious. Okay, so what's open as well? Obviously my background is MMA, and that kind of covers everything anyway, you know, whether you're doing a stand-up art or someone tries to take you down from stopping that, or on the floor. And then what happened was, when I looked at the Krav, it was good, it was realistic, it was honest, it was trying to deal with something immediately. So you don't want to be on the floor, you don't want to be trying arm bars and omoplatas and stuff on the floor, especially if there's more than one person, the other guy's going to kick you in the head. So the idea is to adapt it any way I could. So originally when I did it, I had some people saying, why are you changing Krav Maga? Why? Well, and my answer to this is, Emil Lichtenfeld, the guy who invented it, done exactly that. He started with only wrestling and boxing. So you've got to ask yourself, well, where did the rest come? He stole it, and that's what I do. I steal the best and I discard. I think, you know, like what Bruce Lee said, you keep what works, you discard what don't, and you must add what is uniquely your own. And that's what I do. So I'm trying to make everyone a Renaissance man or woman. I'm trying to make them multi-skilled in everything. So my goal is a couple of things. For the people who have only got one mindset, whether they're Krav Maga people and think, oh, we don't need anything else, or we're MMA guys and we don't need Krav, is to let everyone know there's good in all of them. Any martial art you go to, you can grab something from, and that's basically what the traditional Krav Maga came from. It came from wrestling and boxing and then took things all the way. So now it's got to a point where some Krav Maga federations may be happy just doing that, whereas I'm still in the mindset of that's how we started, that's how I want to carry on. I think if Emil Lichtenfeld was still alive, that's what he'd be doing. He'd be sourcing all the time and it would be organic. And it's a beautiful thing, learning. So I give everything I've got. I don't hold nothing back. I teach everything I've got.
The key, folks, is to grab the shirt.
So rather than making it come out then go in, make it all right.
Classes, what I want is for everyone to come. I've got people from all backgrounds and nationalities and countries. So a lot of my Muslim friends originally who turned up would say, is this an issue? And I'd say, no, of course not, it doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with that. It's to do with just us training and learning good stuff. So self-defense is different from martial arts slightly because they've got rules. So who do I teach? I teach a lot of MMA guys because I've adapted some of the stuff that works for them. Obviously, they've got to be careful when they go into the octagon. The main people I want to reach, honestly, are the people who are unconfident.
Okay. So watch what I do. My left leg's going to go on the inside and I'm going to dig my knee against his knee. Now try and lift. Cool. Doesn't work. Yeah? Make sense? Now we're a bit slippery.
I will convince you, whatever size you are, within less than a minute, that technique will work over strength. Most people who ring, without realising, will throw up a wall. So they'll ring me up and they'll be really cool and then they'll say, within the first 20 seconds, I haven't trained for a long time, or I'm this age, or I'm this weight, or blah, 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 blah. So, and that's cool, and I really get that. But you've got to understand, every single person who has ever trained, ever, in the world, started from the beginning. So you start from where you are, and you build. And then you have your goals. You say to yourself, I want to lose some weight, I want to get fitter, I want to get faster, I want to get more confident. So this is not rocket science. All you have to do is keep turning up.
Same thing, if she holds me, one hand on its own against her two might be hard. So all I do is put my hand
It's
in.
like anything. We're good at what we do. So whatever you want to do in life, you just got to do it more. So if you want to be fitter, you need to do something that's going to encourage that. So if you come to the classes, yes, you're going to get fitter because you're doing it. You can choose your own pace. So don't put a wall up, oh my God, I'm not fit enough. You'll get fit by doing the classes. What's your goal? What do you want from this? And that's what I'm going to try and bring out in you. I want you to become, and this is my main thing, and I say this all the time, the main thing I want from everyone is to become so confident they can choose to walk away. And you're going to have to build the confidence. Like, I'm not good on computers, so I have to do computers more to get confident at. So that's all it is. You come to the classes, you'll build your confidence. Something happens when you're outside. You may be with your family, your children, your partner. You're going to feel like, not superhuman, that's silly, but you're going to feel like I can deal with a situation. And also, more importantly, you're going to know what situations not to be involved in. I'm not, even though some people might think, I can do a lot of stuff, I still know when it's not a good situation to get involved in, and I'll try and diffuse that and body language and everything to get away from that. But that also comes from my confidence of knowing that if someone did grab me in a certain way, I can probably deal with it. So confidence is the key, and how do you get the confidence? You need to do what you want to get confident at, and that's why self-defense to me is very important.
It's all about, get off, man. What are you doing? Slow down, let's talk about this. Oh, come here. All right. Oh, he knows Krav Maga.